Enrico
Okay.
Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, who is serving 20-plus years right now in prison, requested a pardon from Donald Trump with regards to January 6th. You, as the founder of the Cowboys for Trump, don't have quite as bad a story as the Proud Boys, but you do have you have a similar situation. What say you
Sure.
about the requesting a pardon from Trump?
You know, my situation is much more different than theirs. You know, I mean, with you saying Enrique's facing over 20 years in federal prison, so he's got so much on the line right now where the storm's pretty much already passed with me. I mean, I've already done my time. I'm off probation. You know, I've got a misdemeanor on my record right now, and I'm in extremely good position to go back before the Supreme Court. So I've already instructed my attorneys that that's the direction that I want to go, Anthony, is I want to continue in the courts. I would rather find my justification there than inside of a pardon because, pardons are just political, I mean, they continue this political stuff that's going on, and our courts should be apolitical, I mean, they shouldn't have a political bias to them. So a Supreme Court decision, Griffin versus the United States of America, where it was a precedent-setting opinion with my name on it, would be the greatest honor, and that's the mark that I'm trying to hit right now. So I've already directed my attorneys that that's the direction that I want to go. Even if I'm offered a pardon, that I want to stay in the court. So that's where I sit right now. I mean, if everything were to go south and I were to lose in the courts, I guess maybe I could still reach out to the president on a pardon. But for right now, I want to stay inside the judiciary in the court system.
Do you feel participants in the January 6th incident should be considered for pardons?
Absolutely. I mean, I think from top to bottom, right now they're starting to talk about who deserves a pardon and who doesn't. But if you look at the full scope of the day, and consider what it was entrapment. I mean, it was a government setup. It's already been confirmed through the Inspector General's report that there was 26 human sources involved, and I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, when you have FBI agents that are dressed up as Trump supporters instigating the crowd, that's despicable and a disgrace. And anybody that's charged or convicted, in my opinion, should be a pardon, and not only pardon, but a pardon of innocence, where their records are expunged and they're totally exonerated.
If you're offered a pardon prior to appearing in the Supreme Court, will you accept it?
No, I've already thought and prayed over that, Anthony, and no, I mean, and I'll probably be one of the first ones that a pardon's extended to. I mean, I was acquitted of disorderly conduct during my criminal trial. So, and if they want to talk about nonviolent offenders getting a pardon, well, there you go, right there. All I'm charged with or convicted of was a misdemeanor trespass. But, like I mentioned, I mean, I believe that the judge was wrong in the conviction. The government never introduced one shred of evidence that I knew that area was restricted, because I didn't know it was restricted, as God is my witness. I mean, I was convicted of knowingly entering a restricted area. So all I need is a fair shake in the courtroom, Anthony. All I need is, judges that aren't politically biased, that only look at evidence and facts. And I pray that the Supreme Court is the court that will review that, and the court that I find justice in.